Okay, number 9a, we are going to divide. Now, it says divide, but what we're really going to do is rationalize the denominator. So, one rule that we have in all of mathematics is when you have a fraction, a rational number, you never want things like square roots and imaginary numbers in the denominator. So we always want to rewrite it so that all the junk, the stuff that's not really pretty, is in the numerator, and then the denominator is just a positive real number of some kind. And we can always do that with any rational number. So whenever we have a complex number like this, we always multiply the denominator by the conjugate. So the conjugate of negative 2 minus 7i is negative 2 plus 7i. So that's what we're going to multiply by. If we do that to the denominator, we also have to do it to the numerator. Because remember, what I'm actually multiplying by is just 1. If I have the same thing in the numerator as I do the denominator, I'm multiplying by 1. And that's always legal. So what I've done is separated this into computation for the numerator on the left, computation for the denominator on the right, and then I'm going to take and put it all together to make a fraction in the end. So here we go. 3 plus 2i times negative 2 plus 7i. We distribute the 3 times the negative 2, and we get negative 6. We distribute the 3 to the 7i, and we get plus 21i. 3 did his job. Now it's 2i's turn. 2i times negative 2i is negative 4i. 2i times 7i is positive 14. But remember, I times I is I squared. So now we'll go through and clean this up, bring down the negative 6, but 21i minus 4i is actually plus 17i. Remember, I squared is negative 1. So negative 6 plus 17i plus 14 times negative 1. Now we're going to clean that up a little more and distribute the negative 1, and we're going to get our negative 14. The very last step is we combine the negative 6 and the negative 14 to get negative 20 plus 17i. That's the numerator. Now for the denominator, and this is where the magic actually happens, negative 2 minus 7i times negative 2 plus 7i. Now here, when we distribute that negative 2, we get a positive 4. And negative 2 times 17 is negative, times 7 is negative 14i. Negative 2 did its job. Now it's negative 7i's turn. So negative 7 times negative 2 is a positive 14i. And then negative 7 times positive 7 is a negative 49. And I times I gives us I squared. Now, when we combine like terms, we bring down the 4. But notice what's happening in the middle. And this is the whole point of using conjugates. When you have a negative 14 and a positive 14, those cancel. So when we multiply by a conjugate, we're getting rid of that middle term. And so we've really got 4 minus 49 times negative 1. When we multiply negative times a negative, we get a positive. So that's really 4 plus 49. And that's why our denominator is 53. And that's the big point of working with the conjugate, is then we get a nice clean denominator and the ugly stuff stays upstairs in the numerator. So we write our fraction as negative 20 plus 17i all over